The beginning of the academic year is always thrilling. New students arrive on campus for the first time, full of anticipation for the unknown and the joy of discovery. Returning students come back from enriching summer experiences, inspiring us with their enthusiasm. Every year brings its own joys and surprises. For me personally, this new school year is unlike any other. I'm so excited to be joining the Seattle University community, welcoming each of you from inside the new hub of campus, the Senegal Center for Science and Innovation, and all it offers. The opportunity to move back to the Pacific Northwest where I grew up and to serve an institution like Seattle University whose values inspire me is really a dream come true. But this year will be unlike any other, not just for me, but for all of us. After the tremendous challenges of the past year and a half, we're on the path back, but we're not quite there. I've looked forward to this fall, and I suspect many of you have as well, excited about the opportunity to once again be together in person as a university community. I've been eagerly awaiting the excitement of in-person instruction, live events, the serendipity of the unexpected, unscheduled conversation. A great deal of effort, particularly on the part of our faculty and staff, has gone into reopening our campus, and I'm grateful for all the work so many of you have undertaken to ready us for the school year ahead. And yet, as we all know, we're beginning this academic year in a far different situation than we'd hoped for or expected. The Delta variant has thrown us a curveball, and the COVID pandemic is not yet something we can put in the rearview mirror. We continue to live with this evolving and, let's be honest, a little bit unsatisfying and frustrating reality. For many of us, the excitement we felt in June has given way to new anxieties. This is not where any of us hope to be in the middle of September, and yet this is where we find ourselves, back to masking indoors and scanning the daily COVID-19 statistics. Let me provide this assurance to you. As a university, we are committed both to our educational mission and to the safety of all our community members. And as a university, we're also committed to sound science. And so we are constantly monitoring the latest public health guidance and adjusting our plans in response to it. Our community, both on campus at Seattle University and the broader King County community in general, are highly vaccinated. Here at Seattle University, we qualify as a fully vaccinated campus under Governor Inslee's reopening plan. In addition to vaccination, we're taking a number of mitigation efforts, including masking indoors and upgrading our ventilation systems across campus. We will respond to any new challenges COVID might throw our way with the same creativity and flexibility we've demonstrated throughout this pandemic. Most importantly, we will continue to move forward as a university. From my first interactions with Seattle University during the presidential search and during this transition, the one thing that has been clear to me from the beginning is that this is a community where people truly care for one another. As we prepare to return to in-person instruction, please take the time to do that, to care for one another, especially those who are struggling. As we begin the 2021-22 academic year, the challenges we face as a society and to some extent as a planet are existential, and that's no exaggeration. As we grapple with questions of racial justice in the wake of last summer's uprising, we're struggling to achieve for the first time in our nation's history a truly inclusive multiracial democracy. And we're doing so in the face of yawning economic inequality, accelerating environmental degradation, and against the backdrop of a dizzying technological change that's undermining social bonds and fostering political polarization, even as that same technology creates new opportunities for connecting with one another. And doing all these things and grappling with all these things in the wake of a pandemic that is like nothing any of us have seen in our lifetimes. Viewed from one perspective, this destabilizing constellation of challenges justifies some of our darkest fears and anxieties about the future. But seen in another light, it provides an unprecedented opportunity for a place like Seattle University, a school dedicated to the production of knowledge with wisdom, to the reconciliation of reason with faith, a university whose mission is educating leaders committed to human dignity and through their achievements to helping bring into existence a more just and humane world. I'm inspired by the Seattle University vision to be a university that is Jesuit and Catholic and progressive and innovative. And each of these words, Catholic and progressive and innovative and Jesuit, and most importantly, university, resonates for me. And each word contributes an essential element to the identity of this remarkable community. As Catholic and progressive, we're different from institutions that identify themselves as simply Catholic or simply progressive. And we should never forget that what we are, above all else, a university. An institution dedicated to the robust exchange of ideas and through reasoned debate and disagreement, to the production of new knowledge, and to the education of a new generation of leaders. As I begin my first academic year as Seattle University's 22nd president, my focus will be on ensuring that we continue to make good on the university's vision by preparing our students to become the leaders the world so urgently needs, by offering them a curriculum that is challenging, engaging, and inclusive in the best Ignatian tradition, and by supporting faculty research that is as rigorous as it is relevant. Over the coming months, we will re-engage with the strategic directions process and Lift SU initiatives, reigniting our efforts to imagine our curriculum, to enhance our students' experience, to invest in inclusive excellence, and to create the conditions for innovation and growth. I look forward to working with all of you, students, faculty, staff, alumni, and friends, to build on the solid foundation established by my predecessor, Father Steve, during his extraordinary 24-year tenure. Together, as we confront and overcome the challenges we face, we can bring Seattle University to new heights. Welcome to this new academic year, and go Red Hawks!